McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
When Joe Rogan challenged Floyd Mayweather's assertions that he owned $42 million in 60 buildings, he didn't mince words. Reputable authorities have consistently refuted Mayweather's impressive stats. Others contend that Floyd exaggerates the extent of his fortune. It turns out that Mayweather's alleged wealth may be a house of cards based on deception and false promises, despite the public perception of a financial empire.
Floyd is just piecing him up. Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd was just boxing him up, which is what he does. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. It doesn't even hurt his record. Also, money. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive, though, but...
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
Right. That's smart.
And then you get Floyd's Air Force Ones given away for charity. That's a tax write-off. And all sorts of things that goes into
Yeah, you
that.
got a good point. But those $1 million watches, they're not giving you.
Demonstrated by his development, Floyd changed his name from being a thrilling boxer to Money Mayweather. Joe Rogan made a joke about how Floyd routinely disrespected his opponents and lost interest in the excitement of boxing in favor of money.
Floyd went from being like a real exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so
Floyd is recognized more for his wealth than for his boxing prowess. As Joe Rogan has noted, he is among the world's most well-known boxers. However, Rogan is against his going into mixed martial arts, stating unequivocally that Floyd would lose badly in that sport. This illustrates how even well-known pundits have questioned his true versatility and skill outside of the ring.
Floyd Mayweather applying for MMA license wants 6 to 8 months to train. He's screwed. First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on, get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight.
You'd be screwed.
It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck, but Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the way from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range.
At the time, Joe Rogan used the story of Mayweather supposedly firing a referee during a fight to show Floyd's dominance. Rogan underlined that only Floyd, who is at the pinnacle of boxing in terms of notoriety and influence, could pull off such a maneuver. This instance demonstrates once more how Floyd's wealth affects every aspect of his work.
Referee said Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was
Rogan attributed Floyd's unparalleled competitiveness to his background. He learned to push himself in everything he did from his father and uncle, who were both fiercely competitive. He became the formidable boxer he was in his peak as a result of this. But his current approach to wealth and business also appears to have been influenced by his competitive personality.
Just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time, and the boxing.
Floyd once asserted that his monthly income was $3 million, implying that he was paid more than Bill Gates. Fans may be impressed by these assertions, but anyone who understands how pay-per-view models and boxing paydays operate would know they are more fiction than reality. Such figures have generally been disregarded by experts, who have noted that they just don't add up in a practical way.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, 300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240, and I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there.
Floyd has always talked about how important money is to him. He even claims he wants his kids to be like him and pursue the same line of work. He claims that building riches for future generations is his primary goal, but this approach has also led to him being criticized by people who think he values money more than morality.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do this.
Floyd owes money to other fighters, according to a number of claims and accusations, despite his enormous earnings. Rapper 50 Cent has one of the most well-known accounts of these scams, claiming that Floyd defrauded him of $2 million. Floyd wanted 50 to handle his promotion while he was inside. 50 Cent made an investment, but he later said that Floyd pretended to be ignorant after being freed.
We brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Yeah. Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when. But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I got to ask you for it?
Right.
And then when he...
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual, the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he told me to do that.
50. Scent continued beyond a single story. In fact, he later disclosed that a large number of Floyd's acquaintances despise him. 50 claims that Floyd lacks fundamental morals and is fixated on money. He asserted that Floyd's incessant boasting about his wealth and prestige makes it hard for people to appreciate him for anything other than his boxing record.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like if you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money.
Controversy surrounding Floyd's finances doesn't stop there. Following their exhibition bout, Logan Paul also came out and claimed that Floyd owed him money. Logan says he hasn't received his full payment despite the millions of dollars and worldwide attention that have been generated.
Fight Logan Paul.
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury.
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul 56 million. Tyson Fury 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big deal.
This illustrates Floyd's tendency to further pursue the money-centered strategy, occasionally to a contentious degree.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.